Kickoffs will be done thousands of times by a single player. They can be the difference between winning or losing a series. The London Major in the 21-22 season had many great storylines and goals that would have left any viewer entertained. This one series in particular, with the pressure of Game 7 and the winner going on to Championship Sunday, would end in heartbreaking fashion. However, this rivalry goes back to 3 months earlier at the Winter Major in Los Angeles.
It all comes down to 5 minutes. One more game. 5 minutes on the clock. Inevitable, and they got lucky as that's off the crossbar and away. Daniel got a piece of that ball, keeping things still tied up for now. But Casey back in the middle. Vatira! New hope as Joyo stuffed that on the corner. Vatira, one more touch needed, got it down in front. Rise over, backboard, and Joyo couldn't get to it. 50 seconds left.
This is it.
SSG need this drive.
It's all on the line.
Is it gonna win? It is! With 30 to go, trying to add one more. Rise demolished. He's going upfield. He's hunting. He's hunting. He got it. Incredible! It's gonna fall down. It will. It will.
After a crazy ending to the series, it was destined that these two teams would meet again. Upcoming players Rise, Joyo, and Vatira was signed to Moist Esports. They were already making waves in the European region, with them securing the number 2 spot for the upcoming LAN. But they couldn't have made the road for the title any more difficult.
And giving Illusion no choice.
Moist fighting back and taking the lead. The pop up over Illusion. Vatira getting the bump, and now Rise will finish the job. Acrobatics in the air, getting physical. Vatira can do it all.
But Torment with a little bit of disruption. B1 with time to get back and trying to make the challenge beast mode has. He fights Calm on the second ball. Moist being pushed back here to the defensive end. A demo again. Calm with the
format for this major was a double elimination, meaning that even with the loss to version 1, Moist was not out yet, and they could have made a lower bracket run to still win the tournament.
Not a lot of demolitions for Pioneers. They are the victim of a lot of physicality out of Moist,
and they wouldn't
still
be
holding their own.
The OCE not known for their demos, and that's it. Joyo, he scores the second goal and takes Moist up 1-0.
Denied by Scrub. Joyo with an 8-game scoring streak, looking to end it here as well. But now it's going to be on to Rise. Still early on in the extra frame, and Vatira's shot puts Moist into Saturday. It was a matter of time.
Wants to tee up a teammate, but he can't. Here he is again. 5 more seconds. The crowd will serenade us potentially.
There it is.
Moist. Better to score the 0-second goal of the man who missed earlier. So incisive, no wasted hits on that ball. A lovely little fake there from Atto to leave it to Oski, who's boom. Is just going to ask the question of Joyo. The question is not answered very well at all. Atto puts it apart, and Chronic sinks it home. So he's got so involved to Chronic. Those two are just combining time and time again. Moist Esports are being terrorized in defense, but now they have a chance to shoot themselves. Joyo.
There it is.
It's there by Atto.
I think that was Vatira in the sense of being able to take the shot. We have under a minute. We have a drawn
speed.
game.
Seconds left, Team Liquid need to get this ball. They're not going to be able to. Moist Esports on the cusp. First they were cheesy.
With Moist win over Team Liquid, they would move on to the next round, where they would have to wait for their next opponents from the upper bracket. Spacestation Gaming with Reddles, Arsenal, and Daniel came in at the North American 4 seed. Their run for the title was full of drama straight out of the gate.
It's just definitely coming out. It's a flip reset attempt coming in from Super, trying to pass it over. That is not gonna be good to go. Oh man, I thought Banana might be able to sit out of one of these squads to be able to find the answer here.
Daniel won't be allowed to take that shot. And you talk about trying to qualify for the major. I remember in the final regional of the split. Hang on a minute. We'll have more than one. He's got limited boost. He has got the flip reset, I think. He uses it, but Daniel lives. Didn't even flinch at the bump from Super Lucky, and he's there to make the block because of it as Reddles. Now with his own high-flying play, the challenge, he gets past one.
They're showing exactly why. They are starting to open up the floodgates. You can tell the momentum is all on this space station half, and now Pioneers, they're going to start getting desperate. And you know when you start getting desperate, you start leaving things open. Daniel going to be able to get the third gas.
Minute 30 passed. Space Station getting a little bit close.
With the win over Team Secret, Space Station would move on to their toughest opponents, Team Falcons.
Life, and he is willing to fake in front of the opponent's net over and over again. It hasn't quite paid off yet, but it has.
2v1.
Space.
No.
He's got all that into bot. Daniel.
There's a bump.
Makes a save.
It goes through. Chased him halfway up the wall and still could not make contact.
This feels like for SSG, they're trying their best to not come in, but you see Daniel, not enough for him to be solo. Reynolds though with the shot. It's in.
Matt is looking for his chances too. He loves going off the roof. If he has that extra time on the ball, you know he can both go for a flip reset or fake it out.
Oh, that's in. That's in. No way.
Okay, his absence is not fatal. And now Ahmad trying to get through. It feels like he changes speed so often, it's almost impossible to defend on the fly.
And when he has so much space in the air, you're expecting a flip reset. That's why it works so well to fake it out, to fake out the defense. But there we go. Arsenal, baby!
T-Shaka! Played slow, but TRK is not taking the time at all. He's playing his own game out there. Falcons are used to playing so fast.
No.
That's an uncharacteristic miss! And Reynolds! Well,
Arsenal now trying to turn that defense into offense. Reynolds also into the play. But it's Falcons breaking out of the zone. Double no!
It's open!
Kelly's there! Right between the eyes! Mina's secret weapon has finally been unleashed on land!
Mina's come alive, and so is Falcons! A beautiful setup by TRK!
There at all for SSG, down to 33 seconds.
No boost and no support.
It's so awkward here for Space Station. Final 30 seconds. They need a drive. Arsenal to Daniel.
Pass.
Daniel gets the bump. It's off the post. No follow-up. Oh no! TRK trying to get it past Arsenal, but this time it'll go off to the side.
They're cursed. They're cursed, Azrin. Is it gonna happen again?
7 seconds. SSG brought it all the way to Champions Field. Was it all for naught? TRK with the stuff of his life, and Falcons are through.
After a heartbreaking loss in Game 7, Space Station will be dropped down to the lower bracket, where the rematch from the Winter Major had been set. This was the final series of the day, with the winner moving on to Championship Sunday as one of the final 4 teams competing for the Spring Major Championship. This series would end up delivering.
On the opposite side, Space Station, when they are down, they really feel like they're not going to be out. Is that how they want to start this series? Absolutely not. But the pressure from Moist is at a boiling point.
Joyo's been absolutely nailing these double taps since this major started. And Moist Esports so tempted to sit back and defend, but this is the team that never fall into that trap. They keep on pushing, and time after time it works out well for them.
Oh, Vatira, my goodness, how often does Moist do it? This is here from Moist, and nothing on the board.
Space Station managing to avoid death yet again, and I don't think it's down to them. I think it's down to Moist not being able to score, but they're going for upper one. Daniel!
It's been coming. It has been coming. Daniel has been threatening the Magic in the last couple of minutes or so. Finally!
Sometimes breaking that levy is just enough what you need to forget about all the whiffs, all the misses from the previous game, and right off the kickoff, Joyo sees it, and Rise delivers!
Did we all...
Right where they need to be is pushed up high again. Rise got the redirect, and he puts it in!
Beautiful! That Reynolds, that unpredictability to just stare down his opponent with absolute fearlessness. And this attack is still going from that moment.
There it is!
Devo comes in. Surely it's going to lead to a goal. And yes, it has.
Can they get the tie? Vatira, the pass again denied. Space Station have a good read on those infield passes. It hasn't worked for Moist in this game. And an open net, a goal off the bar for Reynolds.
In the last couple of games, but he's so good when he has ball control. Arsenal continues his ball control. Can only take it out wide for now, keeping control of the ball.
No!
And letting in Daniel out of nothing.
He took Moist for a ride on this play. Hop right off of him. Look at that. Are you... Moist. Oh, that one just off the ramp. Bounces high. Another shot. Another punch down and out. Space Station almost get a 2-goal lead.
How on earth did that one stay out? I don't know if it was red or if the ball just fell on him. And suddenly...
Right here to prevent Moist from immediately getting the ball, but Vatira able to steal it away.
That was exceptionally clever from Daniel. He could have just boomed it into the ceiling, but he didn't need to. Waited and roll over the shoulder. And lets it smash the top left.
That has reached deep in tournaments themselves as well since bringing in Daniel. They are used to this pressure, they are used to this experience, they're used to making these passes. Daniel, that one goes high. Who's following up? It's going to be Rettles.
Moist in front. Let Space Station have a pass. Back over to Daniel. He sees Arsenal. He sees the net.
Oh! We had to hit that one with full power. Look at this. For forever, for years, they know how to defend a solo play, and that was a perfect example.
And Moist have had... Moist have this ball right now. Hang on a second.
Oh.
Puts it off the backboard. And a bouncer and a goal! He got the touch. Rise, harassing the back line, trying to keep Arsenal honest. Rettles got the clear. Daniel gets the ball. Space Station goal!
1 second earlier, Moist had gone for that exact play themselves, and Arsenal just dodged it. Down the other end, the air bump. Space Station Gaming show how it's done to force Game 7.
This was it. Game 7 of the series was upon us, and whoever won would punch their ticket to Championship Sunday to play Carmine Corp. The loser would be sent home packing their bags, waiting for another day.
You can't play that game as well as we do.
Exactly. It's like Space Station trying to out-mechanic Moist Esports. Sometimes it will happen, but normally Moist will win that. Here we go, it's Game 7. They almost get that one to the backboard. It's perfect for a Game 7 like this because you're going to frustrate your opponents by getting these bumps and demos. It can be so horrible to play against, but so good Matera. Rettles gets a chunk.
Rise, got the catch. Not going to fake out Rettles. He's going full supersonic on Moist. Trying to bump them out of the way, trying to force them out of the rotation. Arsenal in the air. Bouncer! Oh, what a save from Rise!
Two players having to commit to that, but Rise again, staying grounded, staying cool.
Oh, it's off the post!
Shooting
Able to cut each thread with scissors. Still getting the ball back out to the midfield.
Here's Rise, huge boom from him just to keep Rettles honest.
Can he get even hotter? Rettles and Daniel both commit to the ball, and this has created a breakout for Joyo. Joyo in front on the 50. The dunk not good enough. Arsenal flips in front.
Yeah, great blocking though there from Arsenal. Had to stay strong against two Moist players.
Oh, the
it's
pass.
getting so close. There is the pass. Huge from Daniel. Arsenal clears it. Chances at...
Station know it. They're just trying to keep Moist honest on these touches, not giving them too much space. Rise doesn't have the boost. Space Station win another touch.
Space Station are 2-7 in Game 7 this season. But none of that matters now with the late equalizer.
40 seconds remaining, and Space Station, they pull it out the bag.
Onto that ball, Matera avoiding the bump. Space Station again getting that clear, just getting it away from Moist.
That's a huge miss there.
Oh,
Daniel's
he's
gonna
got
get
it.
over to
He's got
Matera.
it.
Yes, he can! Arsenal put Space Station Gaming on the cusp of the top 4.
Rettles becoming animated, returning.
With 9 seconds left in the match, it looked all but over for Moist. Space Station only needed to get possession off the kickoff and keep the ball out of their net. Then the truly unthinkable would happen.
Where he began, and on this big stage, they are sitting 9 seconds from success.
Can they do it? Oh no! Oh my goodness! A complete gap on the...
Turning this series around in a matter of seconds.
Favor right now. Matera pops it up in front of the board. Strumps straight back down, but the clear taken away again by Joyo. In front of the box. Cleared out by Daniel to the corner. Space Station desperately need a clear. Can they get one here? Rettles cut off again. Matera, he's got it back to the corner. Pushes it back down, and Space Station withstanding still.
Such limited boost, and yet Space Station managed to hold on tight. Moist opportunities, but none yet to come. Will we see Space Station's incredible counters, or will we see Rise?
I saw it, and I've seen Rise do it so many times. And you thought it was going to happen again. But here comes Arsenal, underneath, taken away again by Rise. He's got control in the midfield. He's got enough boost. What's he got? Reset, but too far forward for a pass.
It was too good a connection there from Rise. Wanted just to get a little bit more of a weak touch, but the attack continues. Daniel leaves it for his teammate. Rise is almost in. Is anyone there from Moist? Again, no.
All Daniel did was just sit there. He knew that there was the potential for the 50. Here they come. Joyo busting! And the shot! Oh, God! Moist are the coldest team!
After winning the intense series, Moist Esports would go all the way to the grand finals, where they got the bracket reset versus Falcons and would win the Spring Major Championship. The difference between winning an entire tournament or having the biggest heartbreak can happen in a matter of seconds. This has been the story of the most heartbreaking loss in the ROCS.
Listen to them go.